December for touring again. Today we've been lucky enough to have the GME XRS Connect and the brand new aerials from a 6.6 to a 2.1 aerial. We'll get into further information in our next video about how to do aerials and what's best for your travels. But at the moment we're going to show people how to fit your own UHF, save yourself some money. Alright, so I've got both the aerials out of the packet that GME supplies. We're going to change the size of the aerial, just that this is not going to fit in the garage with the big 6.6, and we only really need the 6.6 when we're travelling out on long roads, so we'll do that now. GME gives you a supplied fitting kit with the Allen key to easily loosen, so you can change your whips pretty quick. Easy as that, just unwraps. Careful not to cross thread it because you'll never get it back in there. Just tighten back the Allen key up. And we're good to go. What we've got to do now, you've got a little base plate which is holding the nut and the cable together. You have to unscrew that, which is also holding the 19mm nut, which holds the aerial to the base, as you can see. And you can pull that. Just make sure you get rid of that. Just tighten that back for a second. Now, most bull bars have got mounts, as you can see, to hold your UHF aerial. If you haven't got one, we'll show you what you can do to compromise another way around to hold your aerial to the bull bar. So if your bull bar hasn't got an eyelet mount, GME also has these bull bar mounts made out of stainless steel, so they're not going to rust. You can get them from GME itself. So check out their website if you need to get on board with that. Very handy piece if you haven't got the mounts. So we'll show you now how to run the aerial and the coax cable through the car. So while we get the coax cable out, you want to make sure you run it out nice and straight. You don't want kinks in the coax cable, as you will cause a short and you're not going to get much communication. You just keep cutting out and it'll be real crackly. So make sure you run the line out nice, and then we'll get it ready to run through the mount. Right, now you've got the coax cable run through your firewall. You want to pull it all the way through. Just keep pulling. That's right. Now we're right to zip tie it off. Keep it away where your leg space is, and then we'll get ready to start hooking up the XRS Connect. Now the coax cable's run through under the dash, zip tied away from your feet. You now got to mount the XRS system. GME supplies a mounting which sits up here with a couple screws. We're going to mount ours under the dash and we'll get back to it. Coax connections. The ones that GME supply, one goes into the back of the XRS unit. So you just simply screw it in. Don't over tighten it. The second one is what goes to your coax cable, which will then interlock to the XRS system. You simply tighten it up, as again, not too tight. What will happen now is that when you connect this in, you've got locking tabs. Once that locks in, you're right to tighten that up. So we'll mount the XRS system now. Alright, so now we've connected power to the auxiliary cables. We should be good now. It'll turn off every time we turn the key off. Don't have to worry about sending the battery flat, which it has happened a few times to many people. Now you want to set up your XRS handheld piece. If you run it too far back and you haven't got enough cable, GME supplies you with an adaptation and an extension cable. But we won't be needing that. So we'll connect the XRS system and we'll mount it back onto the dash, and we should be nearly, well, ready to go. Right, now you want to do is get the GME supplied handheld locking plate, and you just simply screw it in. So it's easy as that. GME XRS Connect is alive. For all your needs for communication, jump over to gme.net.au and they'll look after you for all your communication needs.